there was no money put in there, because I have to figure out where we're gonna get the money from, number one, and number two, we gotta figure out how far they wanna go with getting some of the stuff fixed. And it might be over a course of several years.
I was watching the last council meeting, and this issue was about a budget was discussed. I'm almost positive that somebody says it was gonna be discussed today at 6:30 prior to a regular council meeting. Is that true?
No. So I don't know who does anybody recall us talking about that last time, that was gonna be discussed in this meeting?
I didn't hear it.
The budget overview is after the meeting.
We're having a budget overview after the meeting, and that's in the letter that I have, but other than that, no. We have a budget overview meeting right after the regular meeting here after 7 o'clock. When we get done with the meeting at 7, we'll be discussing the overview of the budget. And that's where some of them might bring up some information, but it's just an overview. We're gonna go over it, and then they're gonna, they'll decide to put their questions together, and we'll go from there. So, I'm not avoiding the Westfield building. I know it needs to be fixed. There is things wrong, because for some reason you didn't think there was anything wrong with it.
I didn't say anything was wrong with it. I didn't say that. I'm telling you what's wrong with it now, but you're not fixing it, or city's not fixing it. And they've been there forever.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Anybody else have anything they need to bring up? Then we'll start our meeting at 7 o'clock for the regular meeting. Okay. Yes. Huh? Nothing. We didn't do it. We didn't do the ad. No, there was it was for
Yeah. No, I understand.
Ready? Okay. Can I ask everyone to please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Whoa. What's this? Swimmers. It's always fun.
I'd like to call this meeting to order at 7:01. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Von Crooks,
Swimmers.
Benedetti,
Here.
Howie,
Present.
Beaver,
Here.
Perucci,
Here.
Rizeppa,
Here.
Stack,
Here.
Quorum present, Mayor Stack.
Madam Mayor, make a motion that we excuse Timber Braun Crooks.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. Next item on the agenda is for the approval of the minutes of April 1st, regular meeting.
So moved.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. Next item on the agenda is for the Trenton High School swim team. It's, we're recognizing, I think there's 5 members of the team that went to states, and then also the other, I know there's some other people that are here from the team too, but we'll,
Motion to make this a part of the regular minutes.
okay, it's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. So could I have Coach Jim DeRupa and Andrea Thorin come down, please? So I guess you had a pretty exciting year this year, huh? Good for you. I have some of the gentlemen that, especially one that really showed true colors at the event, and I'd like to present these to them. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have them come up, and then we'll go ahead and we'll have them shake the council's hand. But we'd like to know, we'll let you introduce your family. And then the other thing is that we'd like to know what you're going to do if you're a senior, if you're going to college somewhere. We'd like to know what you're going to do. Okay? So I'm going to keep this one for last. How about Dylan Lyons? Congratulations. And Dylan, why don't you go ahead and tell us what are you a senior? Oh, junior. Well, go ahead. Is your family here?
Yes, that is my dad right there in the blue, and my stepmom is also blue.
Very good. And right now you're a junior in high school. What did you swim?
I swam the 100
Go-
back. Swam the 100 back. So, hello? All right, we're good. 100 back, and then the 200 medley relay.
Very good. If you can just stand next to your coach here. Luke Van Aken. Congratulations. That's okay. We're all awkward. We'll just turn this way. Because we got a camera at home that you can see on TV.
All right, this is my mom in the pink and white coat thing, and then my dad in the back. And I swam the 200 free relay and the 400 free relay, and I'm going to the University of Michigan to study mechanical engineering.
Oh, you're a senior. Hey. How about Caden Weststreet?
Yeah.
How about Aunt Mary Ann? Okay.
That is my mom right there videotaping me in the green shirt. I swam the 4 free relay, 2 free relay, and the 2 medley relay, and the 50 free. And these are my best coaches ever.
The best coach
Yes.
Wolsack?
Michael.
Your dad's name's Rob, right? I used to work with him at the pool. Here you go. And you can turn right around here, and we'll go ahead and introduce you.
In the blue and black vest is my dad, Rob Wolsek, and next to him is the most lovely lady in my life, my mother. I'm a junior, but I hope I can go D1 in college. I swam the 100 fly, the 2 medley relay, the 4 free relay, and the 200 free. Yeah.
Wait, are they the best coaches ever? The best coaches ever?
Better than that.
Okay, good. Okay. And I know that we had his name up on our marquee in front of the rink, but Spencer Bowling Hamer, right? We had a person that has won since 1968, 69. I was close. Good. Here you go. And then here, I'll let you go ahead and introduce your parents, and then also tell us what you're going to do.
Right there, that is my mom, Joni Bowling, and my other mom, Donna Hamer. I swam the 200 IM at States and the 100 breaststroke. My coach has to tell me what else. The 200 medley apparently, and the 400 free relay.
Now you did the medley with some of these guys?
Yes, I swam the relay with Michael Wolsek, Caden Westray, and Dylan Lyons. They just introduced themselves. And the 400 free with Michael, Caden, and Luke.
Very nice.
I don't know where I want to go to college or what I want to do. Oh, yeah, I'm a sophomore.
Oh, you got time. You got time.
And I'm going to go ahead and let the coaches have a word because I know that you've done a great job with the guys this year and put us on the map, so it's a good thing.
I'm Jim DeRupa, and this is Andrea Thorne. We've been coaching together now for 3 years. It was a tough time taking over after Mr. Lawrence, a longtime legend of Trenton. And these guys just helped us have an amazing year. These guys and then about 20 more. It was a smaller team this year, but they all worked really hard. And the state meet and the league meet showed their efforts. Just really quick to introduce the events that they swam. Dylan, our backstroker, Spencer, our breaststroker at the end, and then Michael and Caden, our butterfly, and then freestyle for our medley relay. Our medley went 139, which was our downriver league record. And then the 200 free, the next event, was Michael. He went a 142, which broke our longtime school record for about by 3 seconds. And so that was an incredible swim. It was David O'Donnell was there, and then before that was Dan Kish for quite a while. After that, we moved into the 2 free relay. We had an incredible relay for that with Dylan, Luke, Donnie Grocky's not here, and then Caden Westray. And they did incredible. They moved up in their seed times, so that's all we can ask for, and just keep improving. Our 100 fly, Michael, I wanted to recognize, especially he is up for an All-American award.
Good for you.
Out in June, if he made that cut, he had to be top 100 in the nation, which he's was sitting around 80th when we last checked the times. After that was the 100 breaststroke, and yet again another school record. First person to break a minute at Trenton High School in the 100 breaststroke for Spencer. And last but not least was the tough one for me, was the 4 free relay of Luke Van Auken, Caden Westrate, Michael Wolsek, and Spencer. This record was held by myself. Yep, they beat it. I was close the first day. They just missed it by about a half a second. I knew they were getting it the next day. I let all my buddies know that they're going to take it down. The cool thing about that record was it was the record to take over for Mr. Lawrence to take all the records. So it was a cool experience to be a part of that, and it's even cooler to have coached the kids that broke it. So again, congratulations to this 2019 swim team. 200 IM, I can't leave that out. And then
We've got Spencer coming back, right?
right, we got everyone here except for Luke coming back. And then Spencer, first time, again, breaking a certain time in his event, broke 2 minutes by a lot. Won 155 in the 200 IM and took first place at the D3 state meet. And that was the first time that Trenton has won an event at the state meet in 50 years. So very special moment.
Real quick, I just wanted to point out, I think one of the more special moments for me at that meet was Spencer had broke the record of Tom Gagne, who was held in 1996. Tom had broke that 200. He had the varsity record. And Tom actually drove 3 hours and came down to watch the meet because he wanted to be there to see Spencer. But I think that just spoke volumes about Trenton and the community and the swim community and the school community because it was pretty cool. He stayed through the entire meet because he said if his name was coming off that board, he wanted to shake his hand. So it was pretty cool to have him there and really to cheer on all the boys because he had been a part of that Trenton swim tradition for himself.
Well, thank you very much. And we're very proud of all of you. You did a great job this year, and hopefully you'll do a great job for next year. We'll have you back. We won't have the one gentleman because he's going to be going to school, but we wish you well. And if you turn right around behind you, there's Councilman and our city administrator. They'd all love to shake your hand and congratulate you on a fine year.
Great job. Congratulations. Super job. Fantastic. Great job. Thank you. Great job. Great job. Thank you. Who's a swimmer? Your mom's a swimmer?
My dad.
Really?
Yeah.
But your mom's
That's hard to tell, I know.
got good parents.
Thank you.
Great job. Congratulations. You did a great job. I want to swim team. You gave a great program down here. It's very informative. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, congratulations. Thanks for all the hard work. Got some great kids.
Hey, Jim.
Very nice.
Did you know Donnie was my nephew?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to stay. Leaving.
Come down.
No, he wasn't being recognized.
Look at him. We're out. He'll come down.
I know what he's doing.
2010.
We really appreciate that you came down. It's such a great event that everybody got, showed off in Trenton. I like it, so it's good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next on our agenda is from our City Beautiful Commission report. Mr. Johnson, you want to join us at the podium? And can I have a motion just to accept his report?
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. Good evening.
Thank you. Bob Johnson, 2020 Riverside Drive. The beauty of a city is a great asset. It takes a lot of effort to make a city beautiful. It starts with the efforts of individual home and business owners. It continues with various city groups and governmental agencies. It takes the leadership and support of this council. The City of Trenton has established a beautiful commission that meets here at City Hall the first Thursday of each month. The City Beautification Commission wishes to be on the agenda to bring these items to the attention of the council and to the citizens of Trenton. Number one,
I think a lot of people don't know that this commission exists to act as a avenue for residents and businesses to suggest ways to make the city more beautiful to the council. I would like to alert the citizens and the council that there are currently 3 vacancies on this commission, and we would encourage interested citizens to apply for this commission. The last thing I would like to bring to the attention of this council and the citizens of Trenton is that the Trenton Cultural Center will be given a beautification award by the Michigan Nursery and Landscape Association on Monday, May 13th at 2 p.m. at the Cultural Center. This is a very strong award, and I encourage the citizens to come and watch the presentation.
Very good. Thank you very much. He stole my thunder, but yes, we're receiving an award for the beautification of the cultural center, which is really good. We've also appeared in the landscaping book because they showed all the different ones that were getting the awards, and ours had a real nice picture in it. So, did you get the landscaping book?
I haven't received that edition.
Okay. So I had somebody leave it on my desk, so it showed an actual picture. They were just a smaller, picture, but it had all the different ones that were winning awards this year. So
Very
we'd be
good.
glad to. We'll be there. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda is our 33rd District Court's fines, costs, fees for March 2019. Mayor Pro Tem LaFever, could you take that, please?
Thank you, Mayor. Make a motion to receive and place and file with 33rd District Court fines, costs, and fees for March 2019, which shows the city of Trenton owing the court $669.02.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a downtown event planner Scarecrow Festival road closure request. And first, we need to remove it from the table.
So move. Support.
Been moved and supported. Is there any discussion on removing it from the table? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. And so now we can have a discussion on the dates of the Scarecrow Festival. I will let you know that I did not receive anything in writing, and I didn't receive any calls on the Scarecrow Festival after I had the meeting last Wednesday with the business owners. So is anybody have any other discussion on this, or we'll move forward? It's last weekend in September. No discussion?
I make a motion that we approve.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion now? Do you want to, anybody? Okay. Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. Thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda is from our controller, notice of approval, retirement waiver application, MERS pension plan. Mrs. Saul, please.
Thank you, Mayor. We did receive a letter from the state of Michigan that our application for waiver for the underfunded status for our MERS pension plan was approved. Our funding status was 59.5%, and the threshold is 60%, so they approved that.
Motion to receive.
Receive, place on file.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is from our city engineer, request to award 2019 sanitary sewer cleaning and TV inspections, contract number 2019 through 02.
Thank you.
Dash 02.
Thank you. Attached is a bid tabulation and also a recommendation from the engineering department, specifically Mr. Shegast, the assistant city engineer. Our recommendation is to award the sanitary sewer cleaning and televising contract 2019-02 to the lowest qualified bidder, Diversified Infrastructure Service Incorporated, in the amount of $48,000 and reject all other bids. Additionally, we'd like to establish a total project budget, which would include a 15% contingency So the total project cost of $55,200. This project is part of the SAW grant and will be fully reimbursed by that program.
So moved. Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is for our city engineer, MDOT 2019 annual permit.
This is essentially a renewal, an annual permit for the city to perform maintenance activities in the MDOT right-of-way, which is Fort Street. Attached is the performance resolution for the agencies, and your authorization is requested to sign this permit and also authorize the city engineer to sign permits for future work in behalf of the city.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hogan. Next is from our Parks and Recreation Department, Trenton Summer Festival radio advertising. Mrs. Gagne.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The Trenton Summer Festival Committee sought proposals from 3 area radio stations to provide broadcast advertising for this year's festival. iHeartMedia WLLZ FM Detroit provided the most cost-effective quote, and its demographics is a fit for our target audience. And it is the committee's desire to work with the station this year. Their proposal is attached, which outlines their broadcast schedule. We are requesting your approval for the Festival Committee to contract with iHeartMedia WLLZ FM Detroit in the amount of $5,000 for festival advertising. Monies are budgeted in the festival special projects account and will be paid through revenue generated from festival sponsors and vendor fees.
So move. Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Councilman LaFever.
Joanna, I wish I listen to Sirius Radio, so I don't listen to that. Is that a popular radio station?
Yes, it's a classic rock station, which is kind of the based on the entertainment that we are providing for this year. It's a good fit.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next is from our city engineer. This is a late item. Request to award Fort Street Sanitary Sewer CIPP lining contract 2019-05. Mr. Hogan?
Thank you. Apologize for it being a late item. We were developing the information in order to make a recommendation today. As you're probably aware, you saw the barricades on Fort Street just north of West Road along the Veterans Parkway. That started out as a block sewer, which after we cleared that obstruction and was able to internally investigate the pipe, we learned there were open joints in this pipe, and that's a sanitary sewer, so we had to act quickly on this. So we were able to get 3 contractors to submit proposals for the lining of this pipe. There's a bid tabulation attached, and it's our recommendation to award the sanitary sewer CIPP lining to the lowest qualified bidder, Corby Energy Services, in the amount of $29,997.15, and reject all the other bids. Additionally, we'd like to add a contingency of 15% to the project costs, which would take us to an amount of $34,500. These funds are available and budgeted in our sewers operation and maintenance account, 592-532-818.
So move. Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Councilman LaFever?
Bill, have they done work for us in the past?
No, they haven't. They've done some work in some communities. I think Dennis listed those in Lansing, Wyoming, Monroe, and Grand Rapids. So they've, we're familiar with Corby working as a subcontractor for Detroit Edison, directional drilling, but they've developed an entire, call it underground arm company for trenchless technology.
You feel comfortable with them?
Pardon me?
You feel very comfortable with this?
Yes.
Okay.
We're satisfied with the references that we received.
Thank you.
Councilman Howie?
Yeah, of all the times I've complained that we don't have time to go out for competitive bids, I just wanted to say thanks for going out. Each and every time you take a look at the bid tabulation sheet, we save $10,000, $15,000 here, $25,000 here. Those are dollars that we could be putting towards the Westfield, doing minor renovations and things like that. So, good job on that. And then Mr. LaFever, Corby Enterprise, they do a lot of work downriver.
Right.
So just like the city engineer said, they do a lot of work for DTE. So underground gas and electrical and whatnot.
Good.
That's it, thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hogan. Next items on the agenda here are, I'm going to defer to our Mayor Pro Tem LaFever, and that's the disbursements and statements and the reports and the commissions, also the commission minutes.
Okay, my first motion is authorize disbursements dated April 15th, 2019, in the amount of $637,561.02.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
Next motion is authorize the ACH transactions dated March of 2019 in the amount of $801,822.26.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
Wow. My next motion will be to receive the following reports. Financial summary dated March 31st, 2019. The schedule of investments and cash on hand March 31st, 2019. The Board of Review minutes dated March 2019. The Zoning Board of Appeals public hearing and regular meeting minutes dated September 27th, 2018. I don't know where they were. The Downtown Development Authority minutes dated January 9th, 2019. The Civic Commission minutes dated March 4th, 2019. The Brownfield Redevelopment Authority minutes dated April 8th, 2019. The Traffic Safety Commission minutes dated March 6th, 2019. The City Beautiful Commission minutes dated March 7th, 2019. Historical Commission minutes dated March 11th, 2019. And the Fire Department and the Police Department report both dated March 2019.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
And my last motion would be to make a motion for a closed session on April 23rd at 7:15 p.m. for the purpose of discussing litigation.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Benedetti?
Yes.
Howie?
Yes.
LaFever?
Yes.
Perugi?
Yes.
Rizeppa?
Yes.
Stack?
Yes.
Motion carried, Mayor Stack.
Thank you very much. Is that all you have for now?
That's all I have. Thank you,
Okay,
Mayor.
very good.
7 o'clock?
7:15.
7:15.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the elected officials, starting with Councilman Rizeppa, please.
I have nothing tonight, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
Councilman Benedetti?
Sure. So earlier, somebody brought something up when we were talking amongst people here. And you're right, we didn't put any money in for the Westfield Center. But we have money in a budget to take care of regular maintenance. And I know we've talked about it before, the downspouts, the things like that. We have to start doing preventative maintenance on our buildings. And if we don't have the people to do them, or whatever the reason is this stuff isn't getting done, we need to know about it. We need to figure out why it's not being done, some of the things that we could do cosmetically just to make this thing last. Because we don't have $10 million to build a new building. We've all decided that. So we have to work on that. And we have to work on figuring out what we're going to do about our roads. Because I know it was brought up last council meeting, and I know they've been busy on the sewer and everything else, but we still have, there's nothing, there's no holes filled, there's nothing done on Marion, nothing. And there's other streets too. We could, maybe it's because I drive in that area, taking my grandson to and from school. People work in that area or live in that area drive to work. But I'm not the only council person that sees those, I don't think. So we have to figure out what we're going to do, and I know we're doing a budget, but the residents need to understand some of these things have to get done to make this place last. So if there's things that are cut places or things that we don't agree with, we have to figure out how to make it work.
Okay, very good. I appreciate your comments, because I've talked to engineering. I'm waiting for the list of the roads in which they want to replace.
And I know 4th Street came out of the blue, Mr. Hogan, trust me. I know all of a sudden you woke up one day and went, uh-oh, we have dirt in the sewer and we're not supposed to have that. So, I know you have to get that fixed, but we have to be taking care of other stuff in the town too. We have to.
Okay.
That's it.
Anything else? Okay. Councilman LaFever?
Nothing tonight. I know Nelson can't believe it, but nothing.
Okay.
Well, let me say that.
None of us can believe it.
Now you had to say something.
Okay, I will. All right. Go ahead.
Councilman Perigi?
Yes. Is there a scheduled normal time that they do the asphalt fill-ins? Is there a scheduled plan, like
Mr.
middle of
I
April?
don't know, Mr. Hogan, you'll have to answer that because I don't know.
Because I'm piggybacking on Councilman Benedetti, because Marion's a disaster. I had a friend come in from out of town, and he says, "You got to be kidding me. You're on council and roads look like that?" I said, "Well, I don't manage the roads, so."
Okay, cold patch is a year-round effort, and it's a throwaway product. And if you're referring to Marion, we've cold patched it the best we can, and it is on our list for some replacement.
Okay.
Asphalt plants have not even opened yet. We just started our concrete program today with the removals in the streets. Frost laws came off the roads last Monday.
Okay.
So we're very limited. But as far as cold patches, I agree, but it's a throwaway product, and we try to keep up with it the best we can.
And when you say best you can, is it an issue with labor, or is it just seasonal, or what?
Well, we'd like to do it responsibly. In the middle of winter, if there's a pothole and it's on the news in every community, if it's that dangerous, we do it, knowing that we'll have to follow behind every other week or whenever, whatever it takes. If it's wet and frozen, again, it's not an effective remedy. But Marion, it's well documented, and it's on our schedule and it's on our list,
Okay.
along with some other streets.
You have anything else?
Well, do we have a rough idea when this might start?
What are you asking?
Well, we know there's an existing problem.
Right.
We know it's a patch job, which I can appreciate, and I don't have a problem with that. But are these holes going to be addressed first week of May, or when the asphalt companies start, producing?
Marion's a concrete road. It's going to be very expensive and totally reconstructed. So once, and again, we try to do things a little bit systematically.
Okay.
I will say, Marion has not been on the list as long as some of the other streets that we're going to be doing.
Okay. In case I get asked, when are you going to do them? I just kind of want to give them a rough idea.
I would like to think that this construction season that'll be done.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Do you have anything else?
No, well set. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Councilman Howard?
Well, first of all, I would agree with Mr. Benedetti. When we talk about preventative maintenance, clearly preventative maintenance is very important. We can pay a small fraction of the price to continue to find ways to maintain it versus going back and letting it go, and then it's just like parking lots and whatnot. On a different note, just like to make an announcement, the Trenton Band Boosters Jazz Cafe, 2 weeks from today, April 29th, at the St. Paul Christian Life Center. Doors open up at 6. They're having a concert and a fundraiser. If you guys haven't had the opportunity for the residents, the kids are super skilled, very talented, so it's a good opportunity for a good evening.
What time is that
Get
at?
back. It's at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Doors open up. And then, of course, I always say, well, we're getting ready for another spirited budget session, and I really hope that we could try to find ways to, I don't want to say, we got to stop kicking the can down the street. Clearly there's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of uncertainty that we have in our community. We know that, just look at the news, DTE they pushed up their closing by 1 year, and there's a lot of things that, it's tough. It's going to be another tough year. We're going to have a couple tough years ahead of us. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Until some of we are going to get a little relief when some of the bonds go away in 2022. But we're going to have a lot of expenses. We take a look at trash. We're getting close to that 5-year cycle, and trash trucks are falling apart again. So I would be willing to bet that engineering and DPW will be coming back to the table looking to buy 3 more trucks. So we're really seriously going to have to start doing some ways, because raising taxes, I don't believe that's the way. Trenton's already a highly taxed community. There's a lot of people who just simply cannot afford that. And in spending fund balance too, that's our rainy day account. I know sometimes we have to do it, but after we spend all the fund balance, then what's next? So we have some challenges. I look forward to the challenges, and I look forward to some spirited debates up here with my fellow colleagues.
The only thing I have to make a comment on is I did not propose tax increase.
Nope, you certainly
So-
didn't.
so
Nope.
because-
That's-
and you had mentioned it, so I
No,
don't want
no,
people
no,
to
no,
think
that's-
I
and
proposed that.
And I'm very, very, no, 'cause we would have heard about that the last meeting. No, absolutely not. I think in the last 4 years, they've raised taxes on the millage once, and then they came back the following year and then taken
Yeah,
that off.
we
Because
lowered it down again.
with all the uncertainty, I mean, look at the hospital, McLeod's, DTE. I mean, we got to find ways for the residents need to know that we can put police and fire out on the street to protect our residents. And it's important we talk about maintenance, but, the infrastructure, our roads, our water, I mean, look at Flint. I mean, we have to continue to do the things. Just because you can't see it, you can't touch it, you can't feel it, doesn't mean it's not important. It's just equally important. And then, Parks and Rec, that's the quality of life. But there's going to be a lot of tough decisions ahead. So that's
Exactly.
it. Thank you.
Okay. I'd like to wish Councilman a happy birthday, Bill LaFever. His birthday is next week.
Kyle was having a surprise birthday party for me too. So if you haven't been invited, get a hold of Kyle, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
And Bill's picking up the tab.
Yeah, right.
And the other thing I'd like to do is announce that we are in the process of putting together the fireworks, and we're looking for donations. I will let the council know, might as well just let it all hang out here so they know what the deal is. There was a balance of $10,924.67. Pardon?
There's a fund balance, right?
No, this is the fireworks
Yeah, the donation.
Yeah.
donations, yeah.
But it was-
So then in 2018, the new total, right now with the contributions that have come in, which we've received 367 contributions right now, is now at $13,474.67. We have paid out of that $12,500 as a deposit to Ace Pyro, which is leaving a balance of $974.67. We need 12, minus 12, the 12,500 minus the 974.67. And I don't have that handy, but anyways, we're looking at probably about $11,000 we still have to raise. So if anybody's interested in donating to the fireworks, we're looking for contributions. And if you're interested, you can make a check out to the city of Trenton and drop it off at the treasurer's office between 8:30 and 5, Monday through Friday. And so that's where we're at. We ended up approving $25,000 fireworks this year. All right, so that's where we're at. Oh, and I have one other thing. I was able to go down to Aberdeen. Ann Dietz turned 100 years old, and she had a party, and we were all down there for her party at Aberdeen, and everybody was excited about the party. They are all waiting in line to get into the little room that we had there, so that's where we're at. Madam Clerk, do you have anything?
I'd just like to mention that there will be a study session to follow the meeting tonight, and that is for an overview of the budget. Our next regular council meeting is Monday, May 6th at 7 p.m.
Okay. I don't see our city treasurer or our assessor tonight. Okay, any department heads have anything they'd like to report, please? Mrs. Gagne, our Recreation Director.
Thank you. Just like to remind residents that this Friday is the annual Marshmallow Drop at Elizabeth Park. The event begins at 9 a.m. sharp. Wear your boots. And then the next day is the Easter egg hunt sponsored by the Civic Commission, and that's at the Westfield Center at 10 a.m. And then also, just want to remind again, anybody who is interested in assisting us in the park project at Lions Park, we're going to be doing some improvements to that play structure. So that will be on May 10th, putting border timbers around and some wood fiber material. You can contact our office or go on our website to register. Thank you.
Thank you. A couple of things that I'm going to mention is we have the shred, which will be on May 11th. That'll be at the Kennedy Ice Arena from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Last year, the 2 trucks were totally filled, so we're looking to fill those again this year. If you have things that you need to have, a donation is made in regards to that so that people can, or so that the Civic Commission collects for things that are needed for the parades. So that'll be on, and the Rotary Club's going to help them with the manpower. So that's May 11th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Also, Wayne County is having a hazardous waste day. If any of you have hazardous waste, you can see this on their website, I'm sure, and I think we have it on our website. It is at Henry Ford College. That'll be from, I believe, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that will, if you have anything, aerosols, oil paints, they don't take latex because you can get rid of that through our trash. But make sure you put the kitty litter in it, though, before you put in your trash. But they have a whole line of things that they'll collect. So if anybody's interested, you can stop, or you can check out the website there, and we'll get some of those items on our TV station also.
Are they doing electronics too?
I believe yes. Yeah, I have to look at the list. I don't have that notice in front of me. I just happen to see it as on the same day as our shred day, so. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the public. If there's anyone wishing to speak to the public, please state your name and address for the record, and please direct all your questions through me. We'll give you 3 minutes. How's that?
Eric French, 1559 Tultree. Just looking for an update on the Frankenpoet Trail. Anything going on with that?
That is on the agenda. Last year, what happened was the price went up tremendously to have to replace it because of all the business, all the contractors were busy, and so the price always goes up. I believe he rebid it. Yep. And so we hope to have that in this summer.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the marks last year, so.
They were trying to get ready anyways. Thank you. You've been diligent about that and patient too. Okay, anyone else that would like to talk to the council? If not, I'm looking for a motion. Did you want to say something else? Okay. Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay. We're adjourning at 7:43. And we will continue, we'll give a 5-minute break, and then we'll continue on with the budget session, our overview, please.
Down here.